Hello everyone, I'm Professor Young or Veronica. I'm back again with another video. If you enjoy content about fashion and about why people do the things they do, then you might enjoy this one. And today's topic is going to be dupes versus fakes and also a healthy attitude toward shopping. So first of all, I wanted to begin with a definition of dupes. In my understanding, dupe stands for duplicates, and duplicates is not quite literally what I think dupes are when I think of the term dupes. It's items that are similar to maybe designer items that are very expensive, but maybe made by contemporary brands, and they're similar in style and of course more affordable. So that's what dupes are. But I understand that some people call dupes essentially fakes, things that are replicas. But that's where the distinction lies for me. Replicas versus dupes. Replicas is the thing that wants to be the actual thing, including logos and copy of the style, whereas dupes are more so inspired by it, sometimes very closely inspired. But they differ by a few details. I believe Josie in some video years ago disclosed or gave the definition by how many details the things have to set themselves apart from the original thing to not be perceived as replicas or fakes, or too close imitations where it would cause a legal issue. One example that I can think of that is a dupe would be the Sam Edelman Lorraine loafer, and that is very similar to the Gucci Jordan loafer or the Brixton loafer, depending on the which back you're choosing, the hard one or the soft one. The convertible into the slide shoe one is the Brixton one. And that is a dupe for me, a shoe that is very heavily influenced or inspired by the original one, which is the Gucci one, without being completely identical, but very close, to the point where you might be satisfied with going for this model instead of for the Gucci one. And of course the price is about only tenths of what the Gucci shoe is. And I remember the blogger Shay, what's her name? I will put it somewhere on the screen. Also years ago, I remember her talking about the Jordan loafers and comparing them to the Sam Edelman ones, and choosing to go with the Sam Edelman ones because she didn't see the point in keeping the expensive ones. I for one disagree. I really love the original Gucci ones, and I tried the Sam Edelman ones, but was not happy with it. Not happy enough to not want the Guccis, so I had to buy the Guccis anyway. So, but what I was going to talk about is first of all what I think is better, my opinion, dupes or fakes. And that's clearly dupes. As someone who can't afford just about anything I want, I can't just go to a store and buy whatever I want. That would be unreasonable. I have 2 little children. I have just an average income. There are still a lot of things that I need to save up for, and a lot of other things that I need to take care of other than clothes and bags. So I'm definitely in this category of the average middle class person, or maybe lower middle class even. And yeah, if you can relate to that, then definitely like and subscribe, and we can talk about our hopes and dreams, so to speak, and what is possible within our budget. So yeah. So I'm thinking if you can't afford the actual designer items and it's on the pre-love market, even then it's still too expensive. then dupes are a good alternative, but I have to admit that most of the time it doesn't make you entirely happy. Just some cases where the dupe might be even more interesting than the original thing, but often then they don't make you entirely happy. So yeah, it's a good idea, but at the same time, I have to acknowledge that often I personally still want the original item, and then I either have to figure out how to get it, or I just have to let it go and just let it be a thing that I enjoy from afar without being unreasonable and spending money that I don't have on something, and giving up on my priorities, which are very grounded, taking care of my bills, my children, and make sure they have enough, and saving up if possible. And that brings me to the topic of fakes. I already made a video about like not understanding why people would even go for that. And there's just this clip that I saw just today about this lady saying how Louis Vuitton can get her, and then she's showing off her replica bag that she bought from a garage sale, saying that nobody would know. How would they know? Well, I think it's not even so much about other people. Will they know? I mean, that's embarrassing, honestly. If you are rocking something that other people know is fake, I think it's embarrassing unless you are really open about it, and then whatever, it's fine. Not to mention the ethical aspects of it. Like, why would you want it? I mean, buy something else that is within your price range. Is probably going to be better quality, because the fake Louis Vuitton from a garage sale for $90, that's $90 too much that you didn't need to spend, because you literally spent it on nothing. Yeah, if you buy fakes, what are you really buying? It's likely not to become your most favorite piece of all times, because deep down inside, I think it's something that is not worth whatever you spend your money on. And that's another thing. Like, if you buy the authentic item, you can sell it again if you get tired of it. And if you don't get all of it back, you will get a considerable amount back. Even like a very old Louis Vuitton bag will still, sell for hundreds. Like a bag from the 90s in a decent condition will still sell for hundreds. But your fake Speedy will not sell for anything. I mean, maybe for $20 in the garage sale by someone who may not even know what it is the fake of. That reminds me of those grandmas in Russia that bought, like, I think I've seen pictures. I might find one and link it here. But like carrying Speedy bags, like that they bought at the market, not even knowing that it is a replica. It's just like a roomy bag that they got to carry their stuff in. So if that's how you carry it, sure. But like, you're not fooling anyone, and I don't think it gives you the feeling that you're looking for when carrying a designer item. Is like, because I mean, feeling is what you're paying for, to be honest. We can say that it's an illusion, it's a lie, call it however you want it, but it is a feeling. And the quality and the aesthetics, it's an add-on. And I mean, sure, there are super fakes and they replicate the aesthetics and maybe even the quality, but still, knowing that it's not the original thing means you will not have the same feeling. And I strongly believe in that. Like that. With that, I come to the next topic. So some dupes, some designer items are dupes of other designer items. Like, for example, the Hermes Kelly, to me, is imitated by other brands. I'm thinking of the Fanny Peekaboo, that is very similar in shape, and the Louis Vuitton Capucines, also very similar in shape. I really believe that they're inspired buy the Kelly bag, and there you go. I mean, they're also very expensive. We're talking about thousands, and they wouldn't be considered replicas by no means. They are very different bags, but they are inspired, so you could call them dupes, I guess, in a wider sense. That's why even if you have designer items that you really like, it's worth spending some time and seeing if there's other designers that are maybe less popular right now that have similar items that will likely be of similar, if not better quality, because they're also not cheap. It's not going to be like a faux leather replica or a fake or a really cheap dupe, but still very decent. Like I found those Ferragamo ankle boots. They're the same style as those Gucci ankle boots, but like Ferragamo goes on sale and Gucci not a lot. I mean, some of it you can sometimes find either in outlets or like on the website Yux, for example. I'll link it down below. You can often find old collection Gucci and sometimes even newer collection shoes that I don't know if they were returned on Net-a-Porter or whatever, something like that, but like now and then you can strike a deal there. But what I notice is that a lot of times you will have other designers kind of going with a trend and creating similar styles, and you can go for that instead of going for the hyped up item from Instagram. It doesn't have to be this particular brand. And the last topic that I want to touch on is a healthy relationship towards shopping. So I've seen several bloggers who talk about like their shopping addiction, and yes, I know it's a thing, but I also think that it's not always shopping addiction. It's just kind of like going from one extreme to another. So the one extreme was like having to buy absolutely everything that you see on Instagram. Like, and if you see it often enough, you feel like you have to have it. But on the other hand, you're like, okay, now I'm exhausted. Now I feel frustrated. Now I feel like it's never enough. I feel like I'm addicted, and really I don't like it. So there's this blogger who says that, she realized she doesn't like fashion, and I'm actually not buying this. I watched several of her videos, and I think she does like fashion. It's just she is probably so fed up that she just went from like one extreme to another, and now she's like, oh my God, it's like I'm doing my no buy year, but I relapsed here, I relapsed there. I mean, she has those videos saying that she relapsed, or she, I guess, didn't really relapse, but you know, I just watched this and I'm thinking like, does it really have to be that extreme? I mean, sure, we should have like a reasonable and healthy attitude towards what we should be buying and where our priorities lie. Like, we shouldn't go in debt over things, and there are things, no matter how much you like them, they're just things. And if you think about it, they're not important. Like, important is food, important is electricity, warm water. Those are the important things. And if you got that covered, and then your car note and your mortgage, and you still have like money to spare, and like you already put some in your savings, and then you have some left over, then by all means, why not buy whatever you enjoy, you know? And if fashion is what you enjoy, then that's fine. I don't think anybody should be shamed into saying, oh, that's so trivial, that's you shouldn't be liking that, or are you crazy, you spending this amount? Well, people who say, are you crazy? It's people who like don't have this disposable income. So yeah, you're crazy if you spend this amount, if you actually don't have this money. But if you have this money, then there's nothing crazy about it. Like, what's wrong? So I'm thinking like each individual should decide on their own or for themselves what it is, what works for them, and then nobody can tell you what is normal, you have your own normal. So I'm thinking, sure, we shouldn't go with every trend, but if there's something we really like, then why not? And sometimes, yeah, sometimes you save up for it, but like, so what? You know, some people collect other things that they spend a lot of money on, and nobody says a thing. But like when ladies want to buy shoes and bags, you know, that's frowned upon, or ridiculed, or like wear makeup. You know, you can wear makeup if you want to. Sure, I mean, everybody is naturally beautiful, but like, let's face it, you know, if you can do good makeup, then why not do it? Who's to say that there's anything wrong with it, you know? Same for people who don't wear makeup. It's up to them. If that's how they feel most comfortable, it's up to them. We're not gonna go there and judge them, right? Although in my culture, you know, I'm Russian, people would usually kind of judge it. So like, why are you walking outside like that? You can be wearing pajamas going to the store. And you know, you should put some makeup on when you go outside and look put together. But that's just, you know, how we were raised. And that's what we saw, like the role models that we saw around us. But to each their own. You know, I live in the States now, and I see that a lot of women here don't care about it as much. You know, some do, but some don't. Or sometimes you see like heavy makeup, but then the outfit is very casual. You know, to put it mildly. So, or you see like very elaborate nails, but then sweats. You know, so yeah, that's just individual style. To each their own. And with that, I will finish my video. You know, I will link some dupes below, or originals and dupes as suggestions, if that's something that makes you happy. But let me know in the comments, do dupes make you happy? Or if you saw something that is like the real deal, the designer thing, then you want to go for that, and dupes would never satisfy you? Or would you be happy with something that looks close enough but is at a friendlier price? Let me know. As always, please like and subscribe.